What's good? Misfit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow, what's good with ya? Yo, I see new props. I see new props in the building, and I like it. Whoa. We got some gunplay action over here, y'all. Let's get it poppin'. Prop game, where y'all at?
Hey.
TXS, what up, Mello? What up, baby? Erica, what's good? Okay, Shayla.
I like poppin' bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I lie.
Okay, y'all, we back. Had to get some shit off my hat. I don't do the stickers. But yo, man, what up, man? Props. I see some new props. See some new folks, man. What's good with y'all, man? It's always a pleasure on this beautiful Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Today we got DNA in the building. Shout out to the boy DNA. He just had a dope battle versus B-Dot on Gnome. So we're gonna talk to DNA a little bit about that. We're gonna talk to DNA about, his caffeine. He been doing his caffeine thing, hard body. He got one of the better shows on here. And just chit-chatting, you know what I mean? Just chit-chatting, because a lot of people always say that DNA is like, one of the children of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like super young when he got in this shit, and he was super young killing grown men. You feel me? So DNA's role in hip hop or URL and battle rap general is just huge, you know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure to talk to DNA. And he's my guy, man. He's one of the first battle rappers. I believe I was introduced to DNA before he even started battle rapping. So that's what's up. So, let us know too, put some questions in the chat if you got any questions for DNA whatsoever. And of course, shout out to the beautiful Lizzie, man. Always holding the chat down. Always making sure you guys are heard, getting your questions out. And of course, being one of the best shooters I ever had in life. Making sure nobody's out here disrespecting the chat. Making sure it's a healthy environment and a positive environment for us to do our thing. You understand? That's super important. So actually, it come to mind, I never really got to go through the Heir to the Throne card and kind of give my dumb advice on those matchups. So we'll definitely do that tonight, yo. We'll do that tonight together. Let's just get right into it. Let's interview DNA. Like I said, put the questions in the chat. Don't be shy. He's family. So we gonna treat him like family, man. Y'all know this is the My Dumb Advice community, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the one and only DNA in the motherfucking building.
What's the word?
What's good, my guy? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Chilling.
Feeling good. Shit, we gonna get right into it, man. You was just on Gnome, you know what I mean? I told the audience, I said, man, I want to talk to everybody that was on Gnome, especially the ones that came out with the win. So you got the win over B-Dot in the fan vote, I believe, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I won the fan vote.
Yes. So how you feeling coming off the battle?
I'm feeling good. I think it was a dope battle. I feel like it was probably like, since I started my new style, I feel like one of my biggest tests, because that's the lane B-Dot has been in, I think, pretty much his whole career. Like me, I just started on that like at the end of last year, early this year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you said it was your biggest challenge. What do you mean? Elaborate a little bit on that. What was the biggest challenge? Because it was B-Dot. Is it because it's something he's familiar with doing?
I mean, I just feel like I'm saying, like, once I switched my style up, I became more angle based. So I feel like he's one of the best people with angles in battle rap. So I felt like that would be a tough challenge to see if I could withstand, the angle he would take on me.
Gotcha. You're a little frozen on that side. Frozen.
Yeah, Yeah, I know. I
Oh, you
see it. I
good
don't know
now.
why I'm in the crib. Yeah,
Okay, you good now.
I don't even know why my shit is not like right now when I'm looking at it on my computer. I'm in HD, but on here that shit is looking insane.
Mm.
I have no idea why.
And I know your shit is crispy. Your shit is extra
Yeah,
crispy.
exactly. That's why I'm like, hold on. But yeah, when I do that, then I'm going all the way. And yeah, this right here is the webcam. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. This shit is
Gotcha.
bugging.
Well, I mean, at least we got you up. Yeah, so all right, cool. So B Dot, I had spoke to him a little bit before the battle, and we was just talking about angles and stuff, and I wasn't sure exactly how he was gonna address it. In my opinion, I think you definitely got the first 2 rounds. I gave him the third because he was getting a little, he was getting into that, that B Dot shit, like his
Yeah,
angles, yeah.
yeah. That's a fact.
What was your opinion of his performance?
I feel like his performance was good. I feel like exactly what I was thinking, which would be his third. The way he flipped the Joe Biden shit, I never really. I heard people mention it, but I knew he would be the one because I'm sure he has like the most information on it to flip it the best way. So
Right.
I agree with you. If I give him any round, it would be the third. The other 2 rounds, I mean, he said some dope shit, but it was a lot of shit that what I'm saying, I heard before.
And you expected, so you were kind of
Yeah,
prepared for it. Yeah,
exactly.
that's a fact.
Yeah. I expected the Joe Biden shit thing too, but it was like my answer back wasn't gonna be able to destroy it. So I'm just like, I'm not even going. I'm saying I'm not even going to tap into it.
Got you. When I last spoke to you, I never really got to talk to you on how, cause like every time I see somebody do an interview or when they talking about DNA, they always saying like DNA is like the child of battle rap. Like maybe that's not the best word, but it's like you was in it very young and
Yeah.
you were doing it at a high level since you were young. So some
Hmm.
people feel like you got this like advantage, almost like where you were raised in battle rap type shit. Do you think
Yeah.
that's an advantage that you have, or do you think that's like maybe something that goes against you because they expect more from you?
I think it's both. I mean, I don't really think the time level, the amount of time has anything to do with it. I just feel like it's what I do in that amount of time. Like being in battle rap as long as I have, I'm always studying. So I'm never out the loop like on what's in, what's not, what should I do, what should I not do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a disadvantage, yeah, because people have seen me for so many years. It's like, what else could I do to wow? So that's why I feel like I have to reinvent myself so many times because there's a lot of people that's been around for just as long as me or longer, but they never battled as much as me on that high level. Like this right here is probably 2020 and 2021. Well, nah, yeah, probably like I want to say from I think 2017 on is like when I started falling back. But right now, this is really like the most I have in battle. We're about to be in we in June and I got like 3 battles.
Right. I mean, you got hundreds of battles on the map, if I'm
Yeah.
correct. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
in
you
total.
or
But I'm saying like not Thesaurus, and I think Disaster got more than me.
Disaster.
But
Yeah.
but in terms of like in a year span, like I remember I would be 10 battles or more right now,
Got
and
you.
I'm at well 4, but 3 1-on-ones, and I did a 2-on-2 with Don Marino.
Is there any specific reason why recently you chose to like, just take less battles than you usually do?
I mean, yeah, for multiple reasons. I mean, one, switching up my style. I feel like if I battle with this new style like I did with my old style, it's like it won't be appreciated as much as it was. Two, I got way more things that I'm into now, so I don't really take time out, and I want it to make like sense. Like I just don't want to battle nobody no more. Like I already did that, so that's probably like the main reasons.
Got you. So you feel like you at a point at this point is like, look, I put in like literally hundreds of battles. Um,
Yeah.
you're doing podcasts now, and I really feel like you really getting in your bag with that. Um, how so the whole podcast? Do you see yourself just doing pods? Like, it's like, do you want to be a podcaster like professionally, like on some Joe Button? this is what I do, this my profession shit, or you feel like, you're doing it at the moment, kind of just to build on your battle rap resume?
Nah. Yeah, I always like once I seen it become popular, from like the people that originally was doing it before I was. I always felt like I had a lane, you know what I'm saying, to be in that podcast lane. It's just I would, it's certain things I don't touch on even on my show now. But yeah, like I could see myself doing it. I feel like I do it full time now because I do it way more than I battle. Like I'm on caffeine almost every day, and then I got it replaying on YouTube, and I battle once in a while. I mean, like, yeah, I feel like that's like became the new job. Like how basketball players when they stop playing or when they start slowing down, then you'll start seeing them commentate. I think that's like the new lane for rappers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nori with Drink Champ. Shout out to Joe Budden. I think those is like the main two that started it. But yeah, that's like been a new avenue.
Got you. Well, as for like your dumb advice to the world, right? What do you think
Mm.
makes a successful or interesting podcast? Or what are the characteristics you feel like someone have to possess in order to be successful at having a podcast?
Well, you definitely got to be people friendly unless your podcast is just going to be you. But if you want to have guests, then you gotta find that balance where you are keeping it 100, but where you're not crossing the line to where you offend so many people that they don't want to come on. I feel like that's a tough job because you got to be able to tell somebody they lost or an album was bad or something was whack or an outfit was trash, but in a way where you know what I'm saying. Now when you try to bring that person up there, they're not gonna be like, "Yo, fuck out of here." I don't want to pull up. Also, like, yeah, character. I think podcasts can't be with people that don't have a good character. Like if you're boring or you know what I'm saying, you're not really camera shy, you don't know what you're doing, like it's not gonna resonate or translate well for people to want to tune in. And then the topics, like whatever you talking about, it gotta be something that you know what I'm saying, is gonna resonate all over. Like that's why I didn't start it with anything else because I know my core audience is battle rap. So, you know what I'm saying, there's always something to talk about in this world. So,
Got you. Now, battle rap audience, right? So your battle
mhm.
rap audience, how do they take your music? Cuz like I got to give you props cuz I think you're one of the most people who utilizes their name in better ways than I've ever seen anyone do it, because I think you prepare or serve your music to your audience in a way where it's more likable and it's better to consume,
Yeah,
opposed to click the link in my bio, buy this CD. You do contests, you do like, remember the fill in the blank contest, things like
yeah.
that. Um and then like you'll do a verse for a fan, shit like that. I know you just dropped a new project recently.
Yeah.
How is your audience taking that, and like where are you with the music game?
Yeah, the new project I dropped is called Invictus, produced by Rain. Yeah, I dropped it at the end of March. Like it's been received real well. Everybody's been messing with it. But the way I was doing it, like to start off, I just wanted to gauge like who's really like you know what I'm saying, well, one, interested in my music, and then two, once I drop my first project, who's going to continue on to be fans of my music, because I always look at it like just because somebody likes you battle rapping doesn't mean they're going to be fans of your music, even if in your mind you think it's good, because one one doesn't go with the other. So I kind
Mm-hmm.
of put it out on my website for this project, and then the first one I was like selling it like directly to consumer, like DMing people, they sending a cash app, and then I send a link, and it was super successful that way because I feel like one, we got big fan base, but we also got small fan base compared to like other artists. So it's like if it's intimate and somebody knows like yo, I'm getting it directly from DNA. I knew the sales would go up more, and then two, like the streaming platform residuals was like crazy. Like it didn't add up to like the
Mm-hmm.
work. Like if I was somebody without a name and I'd put in all that money and all that work in the project, it's like you'll have to do like millions of streams to even get half of that back.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact, man. I noticed that myself, which is why I kind of shied away from the iTunes, Spotify platform,
Yeah,
because it's literally like 0.000000001% profit you get
Mm-hmm.
from each stream. So literally, you do have to have millions of streams to even see any kind of money from that. Um, so I agree. I think direct to consumer is the best way to go. For battle rappers at least. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because we do have a, like you said, we have a big fan base, but in a small world, right? So
yeah,
our fan base is smaller compared to the industry fan base. And at the end of the day, I think that's the best choice. But I think you're one of the battle rappers that do business very well. So I think people need to hear more of that from you. As far as
yeah.
your show, is that something you incorporate in your show? Like, look, giving people the manuscripts in the game on how to get from A to B.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes it's interviews, it's face off. Sometimes I'm just talking shit, laughing and joking. But yeah, we definitely had them serious conversations on there about what I'm saying, like with the battle rappers too, because I try to give everybody all the information I know, the same type of even playing field, so they know what to do too, like in terms of business with leagues, business with how you move, how you utilize your brand. But what I'm seeing though, I see a lot of more battle rappers now having their own merch, having their own
Mm,
websites, you know what I'm saying, and really heavily promoting it where they um wherever they go, because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a big deal.
true, true. Yo, man, drop some props in the freaking chat for DNA, man, on his business and how he do what he do when he do what he does. Hey, don't be shy. Show the man some love. Let's get it. I see y'all. Chat room. I like popping bottles. Yeah, I like Ned. Bet.
Oh, now that transition is fire though.
Oh, gracias.
Mhm.
You know, and I be getting fancy with the make it black and white too to add some extra emphasis.
That's a fact.
Nah. Oh shit. Let's get that back. All right, cool. So, do you have any battles locked in right now?
Nah. After the B dot joint, yeah, I got nothing locked in. Right now I'm working on this documentary.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So yeah, when I on my 30th birthday, when I went to Miami, I linked back up with my producer that used to record me when I was young, and we was just talking about like doing like working again, doing new music and all that. And then he went through his hard drive and he just had wild battles that like never got released, diss tracks, songs, all that. So I always wanted to do a documentary, but I didn't know if he still had the footage because I didn't want to, like, I probably want to do a documentary when I feel like my battle career is like done. But in terms of like everything that happened before I even got to where I got now, like that's what I wanted to do. So that's what it's basically about. Like probably like 14 through 17, like everything up until my first grind time battle. We got lots of it documented. So we about to put a documentary together. This should like come out in the fall.
Got you. So, in which way you trying to present that documentary show? I see you got a lot of your old work and stuff from that. But what do you want people to take away from the documentary? Like the struggle you took to get here, your path to get here. Like if it was one thing they could take away from that, what would you like it to be?
One thing I want them to take away from it is like this was like not by accident. Like it was already manifested. Like I'm gonna maybe not be a battle rapper, but somehow I was going to be in the entertainment business, whether it was music, whether it was battle rap. Um, yeah, like it was no mistakes, no accidents. So, and I think when people watch the documentary, they'll see like this was really, no pun intended, like in my DNA from the beginning, because we got all the documentation from all the people we're going to interview, all the footage. Like, all right, DNA was doing this like since the beginning.
Mm. So what's like one example you can give us that would kind of put us in that direction? Like, oh shit, it really was in his DNA. For the shit to be the way it is.
Um, just I was battling people at 11 in high school. I mean in high school, in junior high school. My first battle was like on the street. I was like um And the crazy part is the people that I got in the documentary, we got the actual footage recorded when I was dropping diss tracks and they was responding and I was just talking about shit that I wasn't even doing, like being in the club doing wild shit. And they was responding back like this nigga's 14 and they was like 19, 20 at the time. So just to see like where I was at, and I was competing with people 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years older than me at that age. And like it brought me, because like sometimes when you just keep going and going and going and going on the path and you reach there, you kind of forget where you came from. So then when I start really looking back at the footage, I'm like, I was doing that, like, that's crazy. Like back then, like I even had a stretch then where I said like I wasn't gonna talk about guns or shit then. And it was crazy, like now that when I did it now, it wasn't even like me going back to it then saying like, yo, I'm gonna do what I did before. Like I forgot all about that. So it's just like mad, like stuff that's gonna be brought back once the documentary drops. And then I think everybody's gonna see like how much work I put in before I even got to Grind Time.
Got you. I know we spoke about it a little bit before, but your first battle was against who? The
My
first one
first
ever on record.
My first battle ever was against MIC on this D Cole League. It was like Spit or Go Home, but my first Grind Time battle was against Amzilla, the
Amzilla.
tryout battle.
And who was it? Who got you put on Poison?
Nah, PH was running it then.
PH, man. R.I.P. to PH, for real.
Yeah, R.I.P. Pumpkin. Yeah, his anniversary for his death just passed too.
Facts.
Rest in peace to PH.
It was actually super dope. They put together a whole clubhouse meeting, and they were playing.
Oh, word! I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, man. They were playing tracks. They were telling stories, and it's just I never see anything like that. And I feel like like the people that he impacted love him so much that it's just they keep him alive in every way. And that day really had me going, because I'm playing his music all day on the clubhouse joint, and it just I didn't know him as well as I feel like I wanted to, but I felt like he was definitely one of the first guys I met in Grind Time. And I think a lot of the battle rap community don't really know that he had such impact on it, and how many battle rappers he actually got in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can honestly say, I say that every time people ask, there would literally like 100% be no DNA if it wasn't for Pumpkinhead. Like,
Wow.
I remember when I DM'd him on MySpace and he gave me the tryout battle. Like, and it was like some crazy ass video of me in my room. Like, I think it was like dissing Charles Hamilton at the time. and he literally seen it and was like, yo. And then I remember like it was times like when I was like discouraged with battle rap, and PH would sit on the phone with me like for hours, convincing me, telling me, like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just like, all right, boom, I'm gonna just throw this nigga on the battle, whatever, he's young. Like, it was never like that. You could tell it was, he had love for hip hop. Like, he had love for trying to find talent, and then not only just find it, but like work with them and try to get them in the best position. Like, even when I went to URL, like he's the one that kind of was like, of course he didn't want me to go because I started off in Grind Time, but he showed up to my first URL battle when I battled P. And I was like in the height of the Grind Time versus URL like beef, and he was there. Like the slogan "Real Nigga Time," that's where it came from. People don't know that. When PH showed up for my battle to battle P, Smack, that was the first time he said it. He said PH was just trying to like walk to my side, and Smack was like, "What up, PH? What up?" And PH was like, "What up?" He like, "Yeah, we on Real Nigga Time." Like, that's the first time it was said, trying to say like, "Yo, we not on Grind Time. We on URL."
Got you. That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that's
fire.
A fact.
That's fire. That's a dope ass story. I never knew. I was trying to figure out where that shit originated from too. At a point.
That's the first time I heard it being said. So I take it as, that's why he said it. Like, because that was that's the first time I ever heard Smack say it, and then he just kept saying it after that. But
got you. Yo, actually, now that you speak about it, and like I think about PH, because you said when at times you were discouraged, he would uplift you, like, try to get you
Mm-hmm.
back in your bag or whatever. I know a lot of people hear about how we feel about battle rap on the good side, like, yo, we love doing this. This is our dream. This is what we were meant to do. But like, what are some of the struggles or opportunities you face day to day with battle rap for the most part that are frustrating, that would lead you to feel like, man, I'm done with this shit?
Um, I mean, people just not appreciating everything that goes into it. Like, it's easy to not be in the sport. Like, I'll give you a prime example. It's easy not to be in the sport. You know what I'm saying? Just turn on the app and laugh at people's downfalls or bad performances. Like, prime example, a lot of people right now are doing it with Danny Myers, and it's like y'all really don't know a lot of those battles that man takes probably could be because he has no other source of income, or he's not trying to have another source of income. Because we could all find ways to make money, but that doesn't mean it's the safest and most beneficial way too. So it's like you see this man putting in work and work week and week. One, I mean, obviously because he loves the sport, and two, because it's a means of fast money, so he could take care of his whole family. And then when he bombs it, you just see people that couldn't even dare to even get in the sport or even do what he did one time, you know what I'm saying, do it. And I get it. It's a tough sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's built upon. You got to have tough skin. You got to be able to take it. But like some of those things really could discourage people. And like for me, I mean, I never went through that, but like, yeah, just your work not being appreciated, not people understanding like whether you're somebody's cup of tea in battle rap or not. Like you literally have to disassociate yourself um from the world when you're preparing. Like if you want to have a great performance, like you have to lock everything else in. And I feel like that's why when people would say, "Oh well, why are you not taking this battle for this much?" Because it's like, yeah, it is 9 minutes when I get on stage, but it's fucking weeks, months before I get there. So I'm not only getting paid for my 9 minutes, I'm getting paid for everything that goes into this. I can never say this again. I have to literally craft every single line if I'm taking it serious to try to make sure, at least in my mind, that it's presentable to step on stage. So I feel like those things, like it was points in my career that was like, all right, man, I don't even want to continue to do this because people are just, you know what I'm saying, they're not appreciating it or they shitting on it.
I agree. I agree with you, man. I mean, I'm going through it right now. People are like, man, somebody actually was on my Instagram, was like, man, you better battle Jazz, man. Take whatever and take whatever they give you. I'm like, how can somebody fix their lip and just tell me to take whatever they give me? Like, this
Yeah,
is a process that we all gotta go through. It's you gotta literally. Well, I don't know how everybody gets prepared, but at least me, if I'm trying to prepare and do the best that I can give you, I'm literally stopping everything else that I'm doing, other things that might be bringing me money, to do this, so that I
yeah,
can put on the best show for the audience, so I can deliver that A1 material that everybody wants to see. So, I mean, at this point in my career, I do expect to get what I asked for. And I would appreciate it if fans didn't be upset because we're trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, like, so,
yeah.
man, I feel like the struggles that you face are often the same kind of struggles that every battle rapper faces at any given moment. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. That's why I'm like, you know, what I'm saying, like, even now, like the people that tune into my show on the regular, they see when it's battle time, I'm off.
mm,
So it's like once the battle ends, I gotta go all the way back on, make up, you know, what I'm saying, all the time that I've been going, which knows how serious it is if I'm not just, you know, what I'm saying, because if it wasn't that hard work, I still would be able to come on here, do the show, do the interviews. But it's like once your mind is trained in it, it's like fighting, like boxing or playing in the NBA or whatever it is. It's just using your mind, which is way like I don't even want to say way more, but it's kind of like if not the same or more powerful, like to have to get in that zone because it's like it's your brain. Anything could just throw you off in the process of getting ready.
bad. All right, so I have some questions from the audience, like I do all the time. So I wanted the My Dumb Advice family got some questions for Mr. DNA. All right,
All right, bet.
so let's go. So first question: what thoughts go through your mind when you're on stage?
don't mess up, man. Get through my rounds. That's the only thing that ever goes through my mind. Like, and you would think after all this time I'm never nervous, but that be the one thing I'm always nervous about. Like, I can't fuck up.
Yes, don't choke. That's
Yeah.
definitely one of them that goes to my mind. Like, yo, remember your lines, remember your
Hmm.
lines, line after line, just keep
Yeah.
going. And then when I'm not battling, the other side is like, keep your composure. Yeah, I know she's in your face, but you know it's all good. Dude. This is.
Yeah.
So don't fuck up, guys. That's what we thinking. Don't
Yeah.
fuck up.
Facts.
Who do you want for Summer Madness? If
Right now I see a lot of people like, cause this is the thing. Originally, I didn't know what the car was gonna be, so I was originally I was ready to take like Jada Nightwing, cause we had already like been talking. But then
Mhm.
Mook and Reed, Surf and John John, it's like no disrespect to Nightwing, but it's a heavy stack card, like from my era and past eras. So I see a lot of people saying Iron Solomon. So I'm gonna see if we can make that happen. I think that'd be crazy.
mm, dope,
Yeah,
dope.
and it would be an honor because I watched Iron Solomon growing up. I respect his pen. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got nothing negative to say about him. I would just really be doing it to test my pen. So I think
Yes.
that'd be a crazy battle.
Shout out to Iron Man. I had him on the show too. He a
Word.
real humble guy, smart as
Yeah,
fuck
that's a
too.
fact.
Smart as fuck.
Yeah,
Definitely a guy you want to pick his brain, y'all.
word.
All right, you versus Lux? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? What's up?
Yeah, I kind of left that alone, man. Like he was acting scary. He was acting like he didn't want to do it. URL reached out. Some other people with another league reached out with the money. So at that point, it's like you don't want to do it. Like that would be the only thing hindering it. So I don't know. I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, stop saying it because I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? He acting like he don't want smoke. So I'm just like, all right, cool.
What was ever his personal response to you? Like, did he ever hit you on the side or personally, like, look, man, look, King, like, I just don't want to do it,
Um,
or
nah, he he hit me after well, I hit him after I had called him out versus Av. And he was gonna come on my show and it sounded like he was ready to do the battle, but then after that I think he got him and Day I think maybe that's what it is. Him and Daylight is locked in. So I think that's his focus until that battle actually happens.
got you?
So it's kind of like I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? Whenever that's done, if people still want to see it then, I mean, yeah, we could revisit it then. But until then, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, on it because I know one, that's a very anticipated battle as well. So I wanted to you know what I'm saying, go down.
Bet, bet. All right. Next question. What is your overall best business advice?
Um my overall best business advice is you know what I'm saying, never think you could do it on your own because you know, no matter how many books you read, it's not going to train you for this field because there's no book on the battle rap field. So I think a lot of times newer guys that get into the leagues, they get caught up in the hype like fuck the vets. Instead, when it should be fuck the vets publicly, but privately, you should be having conversations with some of them to get insight. Because when you get to that level, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna want to know what should you be doing, what should you not be doing, what should you be asking for, what should you not be asking for. And it's like only very few new guys like get to that level fast to where they can actually give the advice to the newer guys or to vets. And what I mean by that is like a Geechee and Twerk, but that's a rare situation. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying, on how fast it happens. Like a lot of other guys, you know what I'm saying, they climb up the ranks gradually. And in the course of that, they should be, you know what I'm saying, speaking to people that have been around longer or that's like still big, prominent names in the culture so they know what they're doing instead of just being left in the dark. Because I feel like a lot of times that's what happens, and the coach is pushing that, and then the leagues are pushing that. So the leagues would be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all way better than these other niggas, but the other niggas is caking, whether you think they better than them or not. So it's like the wool over your eye. Like, yeah, they're telling you you're better, but it's like, are you getting paid like you're better? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that, like I feel like they should always, you know what I'm saying, reach out to the people that's been in it for a long time.
They already been through whatever they've been through 2 times over.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right. Um, Random question: how did you call the JC and Fonz battle?
Oh, I have Fonz. I have Fonz 2-1.
You had
Fonz is
Fonz?
NWX too. Yeah, so no, I'm just throwing that out there because I know they're gonna say I'm biased. I mean, aside from that, I really felt like Fonz won the second and third though, but I gave JC the first.
Gotcha.
So,
I mean, so yeah, NWX is at this point. I don't know who's the members, man. I need a list at this point. I
all
need to know.
right, I
So
got
who is NWX? Let's go.
you. It's me, Kayshawn, T Top, Official, Don Marino, Profilini, Bankhead, Fonz, Drugs, and I think that's it for all the rappers. Now, like people that's just down with us, my man Hardcore is NWX, Flea, my man Joker, and yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the full list.
Got you. So what is what do you
Oh,
call
and
it?
War too,
Anwar? Oh,
and War is
Anwar. Yeah.
NWX. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking Anwar. He's hilarious. Yo. He be always he's hard. He be on
Work
his NWX shit hard.
heavy, heavy, heavy. He'd get mad at me if I forgot it.
Yep, that's a fact. So, like, what's the criteria to be NWX? Because there's guys who's not battle rappers in it, so it can't just be nice at this point.
Yeah. Nah. It's just it has nothing to do with being nice. It's like really like loyalty or you know what I'm saying, but just really scouting out characteristics. Like if we don't feel like we could bond with you besides the battle rap thing, then you can't be down because it's like it's going to get past that. I don't really look at NWX as like a battle group. It's more like a family. So if you're
Okay,
just a nice rapper, like everybody's nice. So it's like it got to be more than that. And we all got to vote on people being down. So nobody gets put down if everybody doesn't agree.
so it has to be
Unanimous decision.
unanimous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. That works for me. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. Cause we at Murder Ave we never really had a like recruiting situation for those reasons, right?
Yeah.
Um, because Murder Ave started in the neighborhood, so like I feel like everybody from the neighborhood, when if they see ever was to see like a new member, they like you're not Murder Ave, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But see, like the basis of that is like you really can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
Like if you're not from the block, how it's not gonna make sense. Like you're not
correct,
Murder Ave, literally. Yeah,
correct,
it's a fact.
correct, correct. But that's kind of like how there's like gang members from a certain gang street, but they not from that street, so it'd be weird. Like they
Yeah,
from the East
yeah, and then it'd
Coast.
be it'd be a lot of people in the gangs like that's in it that kind of don't respect it because of that. Like yo, you
Yeah.
not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, cool. So, next question. Uh, is your freestyling natural or did you have to work on it? Your freestyle or
Not.
rebuttaling?
I mean, rebuttaling I had to work on. Freestyling, no, it came natural. But like rebuttaling, like a lot of people don't know there's a difference. Freestyling is just freestyling about whatever. Rebuttaling is actually being able to come up with some dope shit to what somebody said to you and flip it. So yeah, I had to work on rebuttaling because when I used to freestyle battles, sometimes I wouldn't be flipping what they'll be saying. I'll just literally be freestyling about whatever.
Mm, okay. So
Or
just, I feel like the only way you could work on that is just do it more, right?
yeah,
That's kind of
yeah,
how. Yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. Let me just start doing it more or try to work on it like how fast can I come up with something when somebody says something to me. So I'll probably
yeah.
be like, all right, cool, say some grimy shit to me. Let me see how fast I can think of a reply. You know what I mean? Just to get my mind going
Or
or whatever. All right, so someone asked this question. Did Poison Pen help you get to grind time?
Poison Pen was a judge. So yeah, Poison Pen helped me get the grind time, Swave Sever, Iron Solomon, Cortez, and Saracana.
Got you, got you, got
Wow.
you. All right. Now, what is your opinion of choking and stumbling? Stumbling. What is your breakdown of that? How do you see that?
I mean, it's definitely I mean, sometimes like it's a difference. It's a
Like,
difference
yeah,
when
that's
somebody
what they
gets
want to
caught in the
know.
moment. Yeah, it's a difference when somebody gets caught in the moment of drawing a blank and then they forget and choke or stumble. I mean, that's kind of like you don't want it to happen, but you got to chalk it up to the game because I've went blank multiple times. I could just freestyle. But like choking where you're not prepared, yeah, I mean that's not acceptable. I mean it's a job. You got to be professional. So people that's just showing up without having their material done, that's something that's totally different from getting caught in the moment and just forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, there's been a conversation about how they are explaining, like, oh, this is what I think a stumble is, or this is what I think a choke is. So, to you, what's a choke and what's a stumble? For me, like, I know
I'm a
what it is, but people are like
yeah,
coming up
yeah,
with
like
their own shit.
a choke is when you can't get it back at all. A stumble is like you may just fuck up on a word. Like, yo, I said that I'm a die. Nah, I said I'm gonna die, and then you just keep going. That's like a stumble.
Right, right.
I'm saying like me, I don't stumble, but I say shit wrong, but I just keep
Okay.
going because it's like fuck it.
I mean, shit, that's the best way. I
Yeah,
feel like when people choke and make such a big deal about it, I be mad. Like, not a big deal, but like the big reactions. Like,
yeah.
what did she did to me? Like, why
Nah,
would you
that was funny.
say
That was
that,
funny.
bro? Like,
That was funny though. Nah, because he's trying to get it back. Like me, if I ever draw a blank, I'ma just freestyle so fast you're not gonna know until after or later. Like I'm not gonna dwell on it because it's not gonna come. Like the worst thing you could do when you choke is try to remember it.
mm,
You're not
yeah,
gonna remember it. You better off just freestyling, jumping into something else to shake the building, and then go back to it. And if it's no crowd, then just freestyle or jump into another part of the round and revisit it later. Like the
yeah.
worst thing you can do is try to remember it. When you try to go back to what you forgot, you're never gonna remember it. It's over.
Mm-hmm. Like Harlem Hopping Hospital, I'm still giving them beds out. But he ended up spitting it, I think, like in the third round or
Yeah,
something,
nah, in the
right?
second round.
Second round.
Yeah.
Harlem Hospital giving them beds out. Yo, I'm dead. So, all right, cool. I know you have multiple shows. I know you said you had cut off a couple of them.
Yeah.
But you still doing breakfast with the
With the
champ,
champ
right?
and everything don't got a
And
backstory. That's the only two right now.
everything don't got a backstory. You looking to getting into more, or you just gonna keep it at those two for now?
Nah, right now I'm gonna keep it on those two, but we about to turn up with it now that I don't got battles. So that's like when I'm battling, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'd be harder to get guests because I'm worried about preparing. But right now I got off, so we about to go crazy with the guests on both.
Dope. Now, as far as like the podcast joint, do you prefer to have a guest on the show, or like will you ever do a show where you kind of got like a crew with you? You know what I'm saying? Like multiple people.
Yeah, I mean, when it first started, like COVID, was like wow, we have people virtually, but now that we the world is opening back up, yeah, I'm gonna start doing the interviews like in person with the person.
Mm-hmm. But I mean like
Like I took that.
co-host and shit, like you,
Oh yeah,
somebody else.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I would just have to find somebody that could be here when I go on. I'm in the woods and shit, so that's when people's over here. But yeah, if I could, hell yeah, that'd be fire.
I'm in the woods. Who would be in your mind if you could pick anybody in the world, famous, rich, no matter, to be your co-host? Who would it be?
Um, if I could pick anybody to be my co-host, I probably would say like on a level of somebody I know, I would pick Rain because Rain is gonna just say like the political shit I won't say, he's gonna say it. That
Okay.
always makes a good show when it's a contrast. But like if I could just get anybody, I would get Nori. Because
Nori.
Nori's gonna be so drunk and Nori be cutting niggas off. It just be funny. I like watching Drink Champ, so I'll pick Nori.
Yeah, man, that's one of the best parts out. I really like it.
More
Shit, when we went down and we met Nori, he was telling us a story about like certain episodes, like giving us the behind the story. So like I remember
yeah.
watching those episodes, and then when he fills in the blanks and shit, I'm like, damn man, like this is why I love doing this shit, because it's just what you already think is funny. There's some even more funnier shit that happened behind the scenes that
Yeah.
nobody ever saw before. That's like my favorite part of it. Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact.
So, obviously, Gnome, you did your thing. You came out with the win. What did you think of the other battles that went down? We had Rum Nitty and Geechee Gotti. What was your opinion of that battle? How it went down, and how you feel about them splitting the money?
Rum Nitty versus Geechee Gotti. That shit was a dope battle. I mean, going into it, I ain't know how hard they was gonna go because I know they in the same group and I know they really cool, but they definitely superseded my expectations because I feel like they really went at it. That was a real battle. And
Mm-hmm.
splitting the money, yeah, that was real. That was one of the realest things you could do, and it made it even better because they both damn near walked out with 100 anyway. Like
Mm-hmm.
if the money was taxed, that's what you would probably be looking at anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's a
So
fact.
Drake putting the extra 50, they damn near got 100 anyway. So it was definitely the the best case scenario in that situation.
Yeah. I thought it was so cute. Like, I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like, look at them, real brothers really sharing the
Yeah,
plate. Because everybody thought they wasn't going to prepare or something. Or
yeah,
it was one of my favorite Nitty performances.
yeah.
Coming
Nitty
from
was
Nitty.
wilding.
He was performing, doing his thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I really appreciated that. So for you, what was battle of the night?
Battle of the night for me. Aside from my battle, it was either Rum Nitty and Geechee or Easy and Rex.
Mm. You see, a lot of people not giving Rex no love for that, man. What's your opinion of Rex? They was like, nah, Rex was trash. Fuck that. Get him out
Yeah,
of here.
I just think so many people don't like Rex. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like it was a great performance. He had 3 rounds. None of it was recycled. None of it was mixtape shit. He was saying ill shit. The shit about the if Coke had a birthday, the candle would say 35 each. I'm
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood, so I took 60 off. Yeah, wow. Like I don't know. I thought that was a great Rex performance. I think that was vintage Rex, and I feel like it was against the right type of person too, because him and Easy they kind of were in the same field. I actually got Rex winning. So
Oh, nice. Well, yeah.
I mean,
See, I was like, you could debate 2-1 either way for me. That's
yeah,
how I felt about it.
I think it was a great battle. I mean, I seen a lot of people saying they didn't like Rex. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either. I liked him. I liked his
Yeah,
performance.
I thought he was super dope.
hmm I was happy because I didn't know what to expect. I've seen some mixed. We you know what the deal is. Rex is a legend.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
he's we know what he's capable of, but we've seen him on his mixtape shit and not care about it. Like, oh, it's my shit. I wrote it. I'ma spit it.
No, that response was the greatest. But in terms of like battle rap, I just knew how he was talking before the battle. I knew he was gonna show up.
Got you.
Word.
Sometimes you can feel it. You know what they going
Yeah,
through.
word. That's a
Understood.
fact.
Understood. What time and date does your show come on? Tell the audience so they can tune in on your joint.
Yeah, bro. Usually it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but now since we was off, the rest of the month we gonna be on every day at 10 a.m.
Mm. I might do some shit like that, man. I think I
Yeah,
might want to come on every day because I like that sense of regular like
yeah,
your dose of this every day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's a
Like
fact.
I appreciate that. But because after a while you start building your own communities. Like I love this podcast shit. I'm not gonna front. Like you build your own communities. You get to talk about real stuff that's happening on a day to day, and with people that are interested in what you're doing. Basically, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's your fans, it's your supporters. They know your career. They vibing with you 1-on-1. You get guests on the show, and half the time when I talk to a guest, I learn something a little more than what I knew before. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's a fact.
that works for me. Now, what's your favorite part of being in the podcast world? If you could just pick one thing and say, "Yo, this is what I love about it."
My favorite part is really interacting with my supporters like that, like because I feel like on Instagram you got to filter through people that's trolling, that's hating, and it happens on here, but like generally the 95% of the people that come to your show, they're coming because they fuck with you. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the dope part about it. Like I really get to interact, see what they think, see how they feel about the battle, what do they think I should do, and it's happening live. Like even on YouTube, you get to see it. But like I said, it'd be people that just come to your page to hate, but it's not happening right then and there. So like, you know what I'm saying? I like that part about it.
Got you. I think I asked you this before, but just in case I didn't, if you had one piece of dumb advice to offer the world, what would it be?
Nah, you didn't ask me this before, but it would be don't pay attention to what other people say. Cause I realized that like not even just in battle rap, in life.
Mm,
People allow a lot of other people to dictate their life
got
by
you.
things that they're doing or things that they say that people will switch up, stop doing, start doing, or want to do because they see somebody else doing it. I feel like that's like key. Like do what you want to do. 'Cause you only hear one time, like in this form. So make sure you do what you want to do. Don't let nobody else steer you to do something or feel like you got to do it or, you know what I'm saying, allow that to get in your mind and steer you off from what it is you're trying to do.
That's a fact. Because a lot of times somebody would tell you, yo, yeah, don't do that or whatever. That's just not a good idea. But maybe it wasn't a good idea because of that person. That person is
Yeah,
not going to have the same qualities, the drive. You're not going to share the same experience, no matter if it's similar or not. So just go for you and just do you. So that's great advice, man. That's
nah,
my
that's a
dumb
fact.
advice. That's what we do, man. On the relationship topics, we tend to get on a lot of relationship topics and stuff like that. And basically like why like who cheats more, women or men, or do you feel like if a dude wants to have a threesome, is it cool and shit like that? And I always kind of feel like it's interesting to hear people's opinion of things like that. So, like, do you think threesomes is necessarily cheating, or do you think it should be part of a relationship to keep things spicy?
That all depends on that all depends on who you with. Cause if you with somebody that's not with it, then it's nasty. If you with a well, I'm saying for me being a man, if you with a possessive woman, then yeah, that's not gonna work out. Because even if it goes down, there's gonna be a whole bunch of thoughts in the mind like, oh, did you like it with her better? Oh, you're
That's
gonna
a
call her
fact.
after. So it's like you gotta just know who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody that's free, like yeah, we just here to have fun. I mean, and you with them, then I mean I see it being possible. But yeah, that takes a certain type of like a
Person.
certain type of yeah discipline from a woman just like that, just like certain times when you ask people, well, if your girl was a rapper or a model, could you handle it, and it'd be like when the
Mm,
shoes on the other foot, shit is real different. So you just
right.
got to know who you with.
So, would you be able to handle it? Like, would you date somebody who's just as famous as you?
No, I probably wouldn't be able to.
Why? Why? Well, what are the biggest things you
Be,
feel like you just don't want to deal with?
um it's just like it's just like limitations. Like, and let me not say no because I think that's like just generally because it depends on how somebody does it. Like me, the way I utilize being popular is like strictly like for what I'm gonna do, like rapping, getting my name out there, making money. But other people use it for different things, so it would have to be how they're using it.
Got
Like
you.
you know what I'm saying? Like if she's on some, you know what I'm saying, who could like just you know what I'm saying getting naked while and doing like what that attracts. So then it's kind of like I would just but that yeah that like it wouldn't even have to be shoe on another foot because you wouldn't necessarily have to be a rapper. Like if you doing that in general, I don't really see myself like saying like oh that's somebody I want to you know what I'm saying sit down with
Marry.
build with for the rest of my life. Yeah, like so it wouldn't even have to be a rapper. It'd just be like if that's what you're doing. If you're wilding on the gram looking like yeah it's clip.
Hairy. That's what it
Word.
is. That's how I feel about it. Um, I agree. It don't have to be like a rapper. I just sum it up to being mixy. I just don't like
Yeah,
mixy
yeah.
females.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Like if you
exactly.
always in a mix, like you always like involved in like everything, like I just I'd rather have a girlfriend that don't nobody know personally besides when you see me with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't
Facts.
ever want it to be a situation where a group of my friends could be like, "Oh, yo, Fit, yeah, we was with your girl last night." Like, nah, that should never happen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's not a vibe. But man, yo, what about battle leagues, man? You know how when basketball players retire, they do come to the commentator shit, but
Yeah.
sometimes they go into coaching, or they go
Hmm.
into owning. What's your thoughts on that? Like maybe possibly having your own battle league, or maybe managing.
Yeah. I would say the manager side of things more so than the league, because the league, like I've been on both sides of like, and I just don't got 5 to 7 years to try to get that off the ground. Like a lot of people
Mm,
think you start a league, so many people like battle rap, I'm gonna get rich, and that's why either the sponsors that come in they get out, or the ones that stay they're locked in because they want their money back. Like it doesn't work that way. Like just as big as it is, it takes time. You know what I'm saying, for you to see profit off of it. So
mm,
yeah, I probably like I do that now though, like in terms of like helping people reach the next level. So I mean, yeah, I probably would do it more, but yeah, I don't think I would like do a league. I might throw events, but like to constantly say like this is a league, nah, I don't think I would do
gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I think about it myself too sometimes, but more on the female side, just because I think there's just not enough female leagues. Because there's
it.
so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
leagues that emphasize on
yeah,
men, but not so many that emphasize on women. Like it's literally just Queen of the Ring. But
yeah,
now
that's a
I'm
fact.
seeing like we go hard, got she go hard. I'm
Yeah.
seeing
And War was telling me about
yeah,
She
that's
Go Hard.
pretty
That's a
dope.
fact.
And then now I see John was recruiting women. I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
like a
He got that
league.
car coming up. Yeah,
Yeah, got you. So at least women are getting their just due in battle rap. But shout out to She Go Hard and everybody who's working hard to represent women on the battle rap tip. Appreciate that shit.
yeah.
For real talk. But DNA, good looking man, good looking for coming out. I just wanted to talk to you, chit chat. Wanted to see about your battle, how you felt about it. B Dot being one of the best lyricists, I think. Especially
Yeah.
with that conscious shit. You know what I mean? Do you feel? I know you mentioned you was just saying you feel like it's harder to continue to go in that lane, right? Because it's angle based. So, do you feel like eventually you're gonna have to recreate yourself again, or will you ever go back to guns
Um,
and be like,
it's not
"Fuck that,
necessary.
I was lying. I'm shooting shit up."
Nah. You know what it is? It's not that. It's not when I say that. It's just like a more sense of like. I feel like the way I battle now is way more like a tactician. Like it's way more for you. Like and I just fell in love with that. Like rather than just have random lines that could go for anybody.
Got
So
you.
I mean, obviously, like if it came to a point of, because I like I had a couple in the 2-on-2, and I had like a couple with B dot, but it's like that's not predominantly what I'm doing. But if it goes for you, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, but in terms of like just going back to that other style, like when I was doing it, I just feel like it was so general,
Mm,
and it got caught up into that because a lot of times I would battle people that I didn't know anything about. So what angle do you take on somebody you don't know? You don't take one. You just got to
right.
go at
You
it. So
just gotta
that's why.
shoot
So
that
that's why like
shit up.
now, yeah. So like that's why like now I don't really battle as much because it's like one the style. Like I feel like of course if I continue to do it 10 years from now, I will have to reinvent myself again. But the process of reinventing is will be longer because you're not seeing it that much.
Got you. All right.
Yeah.
Bet. Sounds good. Sounds good. Um. Yes. Somebody said when clips coming back.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, he got a one rounder with A War right now on the league that booked A Ward and Arsenal. So that should happen soon.
Oh, all right. Look at that. Your answer. There you
Word,
go. But
word.
good looking out, DNA man. Tell everybody where they could follow you and all that good shit.
Definitely on Instagram at the real DNA GTFOH on caffeine. /DNA GMDW. You know what I'm saying?
Gracias. Thanks for coming through, my guys. Always love, man. My brother.
No doubt. Thank you.
What up? Alright, we back, y'all. Had to chit chat with DNA. Show some love to DNA, y'all. Show some love to DNA with the Pro Gang coming through.
I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I lie, 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 I lie. I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I lie, 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 I lie. Don't spill my drink. Chill, nigga, watch your step. Stats ain't Nikes, these just set. So they like me, y'all upset. I be writing for the best, but I'm pricey, cut the check. Just invite me for the sex, so I piped it, then I left. Only sight this on my neck, get a hype and leave her wet. This ain't high key, I'm a vet, and bitch, I'm spicy, show respect. Who these hoes admire me? See they way they eye me. You want that work, I got that work. Look, baby, you can hire me. Foes don't want no rivalry. On my shit, they riding me. Take your shine, your waste so time. I take what's mine, that's robbery. Y'all don't want no drama. She so cold, I gotta be. See it, then I like it, then I buy it. That's the finer things. I like popping bottles.
We back, yo. So I did want to do a quick run through of the Answer the Throne joint, and just I just wanted to see what I thought about each person. So I'm gonna do this quick, fast, to the point. Boom. First Lady Flames and E Hart. I think it's a dope matchup. They're comparable to me. I think they're two females who kind of rap on the guy spectrum. Like, look, I'm gonna talk about guns and how I fuck shit up. I'm not gonna talk about how I pop my pussy and all that. And I'm not gonna talk about how niggas be eating my pussy. I'm gonna talk about fucking you up, shooting you, and that's what it's gonna be. So they both got that kind of demeanor going about them. Think it's a dope matchup. It's like new with the old, vet with the rookie. Fire, fire, fire. Shuni the Rapper and Vixen. To me, I think it does give me kind of that vet rookie thing too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what the outcome of that is going to be. I do think Vixen is a little more, I guess, bar heavy. Shuni is real on the disrespectful side. So we're going to see how that goes. Miss Hustle and Coffee, I feel like they do have some similarities. I do see them talking real spicy on social media. So that looks like that's going to be extra spicy, messy, all that. They about to be talking about all of each other's dirt. Like any dirt, any of them ever had is going to come out on the stage that night. So if somebody fucks somebody, they're going to be like, yo, you fuck this motherfucker over here, over there, and you this and this and that, and you got your body done. That's what that's going to look like. That's what that's going to look like. Disrespectful ass shit. Official and Gaddis. I think this is Gaddis's first real battle coming back. That's like on a high top tier level. Gaddis needs to let them know she still got it. She still can compete on a very high level, going against one of the most gun bar heavy MCs in the female battle arena, right? And then 40 Bars versus KCJ. I feel like 40 Bars is trying to lay the law down and say, hey, a bunch of people's calling you to face a female battle rap, but hey, I think that's me. And I think that's what this battle is going to be about. Casey saying, hey, I'm coming through and I'm trying to be the face of female battle rap. And 40 feeling like, wait, I think I'm the face of female battle rap. You ain't finna take nothing. So I think that's what that battle is going to look like. In my opinion, that's what I feel like they're going to rap about. So we'll see if any of what I said is true. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I want to do my predictions a little more closer to the event. So I won't go into predictions right now. I won't. But I just wanted to know, I just wanted y'all to know a little bit of my thoughts behind them, right? I think, yeah, I can't. I don't want to go into predictions. I don't want to go into it, so I can't. But yeah, man, it's been good, man. Where Prop Gang at? We will come through with some female interviews, and I mean, I don't like the way it sounds, female interviews, but I would like to interview more, how I say, Queen of the Ring artists, more Queen of the Ring artists, especially because of the Heir to the Throne card. So we'll probably get a little more into that and see where they head is at before the battle, because, you know, I like to see that. But it's been good, man. Follow me on all social media outlets. That's Ms.Fit1 on Twitter, Ms.Fit on Instagram, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube at Ms.Fit. If you didn't catch the live, you can always catch the show on my YouTube. All the content lives there. All my music videos, all that good shit. And you know, don't forget, I do have memberships on my YouTube channel where you get to speak with me, Misfit, personally on the phone and receive my dumb advice. Straight up. I'm giving it to you like it is. I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm telling y'all the facts. You heard? Yes, Ray Pool. You get my personal number. You can talk to me whenever you want. Just go. It has to be either on a desktop or just hit the link. The link is always under every one of my YouTube videos in the description. You just hit that link, and that's the link you choose to join. Now, we got different packages. We got the backstage package. We have the meet and greet package. That is the one where you get my personal phone number, and whenever you need dumb advice, I'm here to provide that. So remember, get the meet and greet subscription on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. And always, there's a shop where you can get the beautiful Qing quality clothing. If you want a special order, make sure you DM me on Instagram or email me at mydummadviceshow@gmail.com or mydummadvice@gmail.com. Put in your special order, and I'll be happy to get it to you, even with a special fit autograph. It comes with it. Ask about me, you know? But yeah, man, love is love, man. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all already know we family. Prop Gang, let's go. Let's end this shit out strong. And who's gonna be the winner of June Prop Gang? Who gonna win it? Who is gonna win it?
I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I lie. I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I like. Don't spill my drink. Chill, nigga, watch your steps. These ain't Nikes, these just sets. So they like me, y'all upset. I be writing for the best, but I'm pricey, cut the check. Just invite me.
Man, you already know the vibes. Misfit, Murder Ave Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow. Let's get it. Hey, yo, what's good? Misfit, Murder Ave Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow.